Orlando Pirates has produced better graduates than Kaizer Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns. It is something that I'm not sure how many people are ready to talk about and admit to. What's up, football family? Welcome back to Mzansi Total Football, your home for real, raw, and unfiltered South African football analysis. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now. Smash the like button. And do not forget, guys, don't forget to click on that notification bell so you never miss our daily deep dives into Mzansi's biggest football debates. Today we are tackling a debate that gets heated in every taxi rank, every chisanyama, and every social media timeline across South Africa. Which academy in Mzansi produces the best football talent? For years, Kaizer Chiefs supporters pointed to the legacy of Amakhosi Youth Development. Mamelodi Sundowns flexed their financial muscle and state-of-the-art academy infrastructure. But if we look strictly at cold, hard facts, elite European transfers, PSL silverware, and representation in the senior national team, which is Bafana Bafana, the Caps end, and of course the big game temperament, Orlando Pirates has officially overtaken both Nacho Rena and Tlhorkop as the undisputed king of youth development in South Africa. That's why players like Emil Witbooi and others are fighting so hard to join Orlando Pirates. From Lyle Foster reaching the English Premier League, to Relebile Mofokeng smashing domestic transfer records with his move to Royal Union Saint-Gilloise in Belgium, to Mbekezeli Mbokazi going to the MLS, to Mohaung Kota going to the Saudi Pro League, and new stars like Simpiwe Slepe already earning the Bafana Bafana cap after playing only 3 matches. The likes of Cameron Denson. The Bucks Academy is producing global superstars. In this deep dive, we break down player by player why Orlando Pirates youth pathway is light years ahead of Kaizer Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns. Let us get into it, guys. Lyle Foster and Relebile Mofokeng, global exports and record transfers. Let us start at the very top. The ultimate goal of any top-tier academy is not just producing players for your first team. It is developing talent capable of competing at the highest levels of European football. The pioneer Lyle Foster. Look at Lyle Foster. Promoted from the Orlando Pirates development ranks as a teenager, Foster made his senior debut at Pirates at just 17 years old. Where is he now? He moved to Monaco, conquered Belgium with Westerlo, and secured a dream move to Burnley in the English Premier League. He became the first South African since Steven Pienaar and Tukelo Ranti to play at that level. The record breaker, Relebile Mofokeng. Then came President Yama 2000, Relebile Mofokeng. Mofokeng did not just break into the Pirates first team. He completely dominated South African football. He recently won the PSL Footballer of the Year, Players Player of the Season, and Young Player of the Season for 3 years in running. And what happened next? Orlando Pirates facilitated his historic 65.3 million rands move to Belgian Giants Royal Union St. Giles, shattering the previously South African domestic transfer record set by Percy Tau back in 2018. In his first very competitive match in Europe, Relebohile Mofokeng stepped up and scored the winning penalty in the Belgian Super Cup against Club Brugge. So then ask yourself this: when was the last time Kaizer Chiefs or Mamelodi Sundowns developed an academy prospect that was sold directly to Europe for over 60 million rands and won Domestic Player of the Year honors before turning 22? You have to search deep in the archives. That's if you'll find any. Mbekezeli Mbokazi and Mohankot, from DDC to international stardom. If you think Foster and Fukeng were exceptions, let us talk about Mbekezeli Mbokazi and Mohankot. Mbekezeli Mbokazi, the teenage captain. Mbekezeli Mbokazi's rise was nothing short of legendary. Captaining the Pirates DStv Diski Challenge team, he was thrown into senior football and immediately pocketed some of the best strikers in the continent. At just 19 years old, he became the youngest player to captain Orlando Pirates since Mbulelo Old John Mabizela back in 2002. He won the Kali Knockout Player of the Tournament, made the 2026 World Cup squad for Bafana Bafana, and earned a blockbuster transfer to Major League Soccer side Chicago Fire, where he was instantly named an MLS All-Star alongside Lionel Messi. And here's the kicker, Coast Nation. It was reported that 3 other PSL clubs, including Kaizer Chiefs, passed on Mbokazi during trial stages before Orlando Pirates recognized his elite potential and gave him a platform. Mohaung Nkota, the big match winner. Then look at Mohaung Nkota. Nkota made his senior debut against Amazulu and immediately announced himself a match-winning brace. When the pressure was highest in the CAF Champions League, Nkota scored crucial goals against North African giants CR Belouizdad and MC Alger. That big game temperament earned him an international transfer to Saudi Pro League side Al Ettifaq and call up to Bafana Bafana squad. And he has scored beautiful goals for Bafana Bafana as well. Pirates does not just produce talent. They produce big match winners ready for the global stage. Simphiwe Silepe, Cameron Denson, and the next wave. What makes the Buccaneers Academy truly dangerous is that the conveyor belt never stops. While other clubs celebrate one good youngster every 5 years, Orlando Pirates continuously integrates the next generation into the senior squad. Simphiwe Silepe and Cameron Denson. Look at Simphiwe Silepe in central midfield. At just 21 years old, Silepe dictates tempo, breaks lines with passing, and plays with the composure of a 30-year-old veteran. Beside him, Cameron Denson has shown why head coach Absalom Wadu explicitly stated that the club must shield and nurture him carefully. Denson offers tactical intelligence, box-to-box engine, power and composure under pressure. Add names like Mpho Phadime, Simphiwe Masilela, and now Rapo to the mix. Pirates' technical team is not afraid to start 19 and 20-year-olds in high-stakes Betway Premiership matches. Chiefs and Sundowns graduates, why they are falling behind. Now let us be fair and look at Kaizer Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns. Why are their graduates falling behind? Kaizer Chiefs, the pressure and the stagnation trap. Naturana has produced talented players like Nkosini Ngcobo, Mduduzi Shabalala, Samkelo Zwane, and Fundo Abrigado Villagas. The talent is clearly there, but what happens at Chiefs? Excessive pressure. Youngsters are expected to save a rebuilding club facing immense fan pressure. lack of direct pathways. Instead of systematically integrating youngsters into a winning system, they are often rotated in and out of, or kept on the bench during critical development years. Zero overseas exports. When was the last time a Chiefs Academy player secured a top European transfer straight from Naturena? Mamelodi Sundowns, the blocking dilemma. Now look at Tlhorkop. Mamelodi Sundowns have incredibly young talents like Siabonga Mabena and Kutlwano Ditlhaba. But at Sundowns, the squad is stacked with multi-million rand marquee signings in every position. A 19-year-old at Sundowns has to compete with 5 international stars just to get 15 minutes off the bench. As a result, early talents end up stranded on the bench or sent on endless loan cycles across the PSL, stalling their direct path to international football. That's my view. What are your views, guys? My name is Tebus Kosana. The name of the platform is Mzansi Total Football. Thank you guys for tuning in.